Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, and we are Real Estate Jerky Daily. And thank you for being here. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful Tuesday.
Is it only Tuesday?
Yeah, it's only Tuesday. I woke up this morning thinking, oh, good, it's Wednesday. Nope, Tuesday.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like I worked the whole weekend. I don't know. I
think you did, didn't you?
Well, I worked Saturday, and then the rest of the time I just set up all my podcasts, had them edited and redid it. And I'm trying to get to a point where I can hand it off to a VA, and I'm almost there.
So, a VA, a virtual assistant?
Yeah, because there's these guys that you can get in these pods, or you can get a part-time person for $400 a month and a full-time for $1,200 to $1,500.
Oh,
yeah, 40 hours a week, full-time. You can get a lot of stuff done by them.
Be nice to free up that time for you.
Yeah, it would be. But what are you going to do?
Going to do it till you can free it up.
That's right. Well, I scheduled all my for the next 3 weeks, the podcast, and a bunch of other stuff, and that's easy. And all my social media stuff's done till like February something. So cool. Except for my reels. I like those more current stuff.
The reels.
Yeah. Because I want the real truth. All right. So what came out today?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Yeah.
CPI, Consumer Price Index, and they were expecting one thing, and it's like this. It's like you know what you're going to get as a present, and you open it up, and you're like, I knew it was that, but it's the wrong size. That's kind of what this is.
Exactly.
All right, so the month over month came in the way they expected, but the core CPI came in hotter than they expected. The numbers are all over the place, meaning that I've seen a drop. I'm trying to get to overview of markets to see where we're at right now. We're up about 7 basis points, which means rates improved by 7 basis points, which is nothing.
Right.
The 10-year is actually down to 4.22, but it opened today at 4.23. So it went higher in the beginning because of the report that came out.
Right.
It didn't come in exactly as I thought, but then people started looking at it, and overall, it's not a bad report. So that's how that always works.
Yeah.
And the market's not doing amazing, but that's just, we're also in Christmas time.
So does the report have like a title? It says 97 million people dead. And then you start reading the article. It has nothing to do with any of that.
Over the last million years.
Yeah.
There's so many articles that way these days.
Oh,
I mean, there's so many of them.
Yep.
I don't want to go into the whole report, but overall, let's see, where was that? Somewhat in line, although I suppose not as good as what some might have wanted. And that's the problem. It was everybody's expecting it to come in better than the expectations. And when it comes in at the expectations and maybe a little worse,
you're like, yeah, darn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just like I said, what you're going to get. And then all of a sudden it's the wrong size.
Yeah.
You still got what you thought.
Yeah. But damn it doesn't fit.
Yeah. You have to go exchange it. And hopefully they still have them.
Yeah. Oh, they're all sold out. And they no longer make them.
The dailymail.com. Yeah, it was sent to, I don't know if you got the email from our producer for tomorrow.
Yes, I did. Show. I just haven't read it yet.
Yeah, the Daily Mail has talked about how home ownership is becoming a pipe dream to most Americans, as the average monthly mortgage payment are now nearly double what they were when Biden took office. So the actual statement of the thing was, average mortgage payments on a new home have risen 90% since Biden took office. But expert warns buyers not to hold off in hopes of costs falling. And since high interest rates are here to stay, well, higher interest rates are here to stay, not high interest rates, higher.
Yeah.
Normal rate. So eventually, I've read an article that says certain people are getting in the sixes, 30 to 35% down. High FICO scores are 6.875.
There you go.
Woohoo.
Woohoo.
Everybody else is like 7.
Okay.
Or a little over 7.
And this too will change.
And the next question is, how much are they paying in points for those rates? So they were saying the average new home payment now is $3,322, which is up from $1,746 at the end of 2020. Yeah, but the difference in price from 2020 to 2023 is drastic.
Right.
They didn't get that in there. It's it's only a couple $100,000 more now.
Yeah.
Or at least $100,000 more.
They were just talking interest rates.
You're right. Well, 500 of that is definitely probably increase in price, 500 to 700. And then the residual would be the interest rates.
Right.
Because I did a difference between 1% on this one transaction. And it was a difference of like $250.
Not a ton.
No. And actually you have to really look at, everybody says to buy that rate down, get an extra 10 grand and buy that rate down. sometimes it really doesn't make sense to do that.
No, it
because
doesn't.
you don't save enough. So you really have to run the numbers because, like we always say, numbers don't lie. People do. That's what number people
Well,
say.
the other thing is everything else is so much more expensive. So it's just, I read an article this morning that said it's about people are spending about $2,400 more a month on just goods. Steve Perry, I'll tell him later. Hi, Steve. Good morning, Steve.
Yeah, well, analysts suggest that it makes more financial sense to rent than buy, with an average new lease working out to $1,000 cheaper a month than home loans. This is like the two-face article. Then it says, but experts urge buyers not to wait until rates fall to purchase a home. Yeah, and we already talked about inventory yesterday. There is no inventory.
Right.
Nationwide, we're down. So small business optimism index decreased by 0.1 of a point in November to 90.6, which is below expectations at 90.7. I just laugh at half the news now. They just make everything up,
Well, yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to
keep going.
That's pretty much all I have for the numbers today, because there wasn't a lot of information. We're all waiting for what the Fed's going to come out and say, because today started the 2-day meeting of the Fed.
Okay.
They'll come out tomorrow and make a statement. The statement should be, by the way, we're not going to be hiking rates anymore.
Right.
So basically, the markets are looking for what the Fed signals for the future, right?
Yeah.
After hiking 11 times since March of 2022. They're thinking that they're going to come out and say, we're not going to be hiking anymore. And then you're looking at experts for next year. And so all of 2024, they think that the Fed's going to aggressively ease and cut rates up to 1.25.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over this next year.
That's the prediction.
That is the prediction.
Okay. Where's my envelope?
Yeah. And, the other thing I was thinking about, they were talking about how rates are worse since Biden, and everybody's blaming Biden. You can't blame Biden. Biden's who he is. You got to blame the people who voted for him.
Yeah, exactly. Biden doesn't know what's going on. He's not paying attention. Yeah. He was having an ice cream and maybe a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and a nap.
Well, they just gave like $3 billion to this green energy company. Did you hear about that?
Yep.
And then the whole green energy company's been taking advantage of seniors. They're being sued. One senior has dementia, and they pushed him to sign a contract for 25 years.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
It should be like, a HECM. That would be a reverse mortgage where they have to go through counseling after a certain age to see if it's worth it.
Worth doing.
Yes. Yeah.
Craziness. And speaking of that article that you were reading, said one thing about, things are going to be bad, but right now is the time to buy. And,
right.
That there's a guy I see on the Googles, the inner Googles, and he's got a little blog, and he's okay with information. But yesterday he was like, the home prices are going to crash in 2024. And then today's blog was why home prices are not going to crash in 2024. Right. Like, who the hell are you? Are you the same guy each time?
Yeah, well, that was a home. There's a housing. If you guys want really good information about the market and what's going on with it, Housing Wire puts a lot of good articles out.
Yeah,
get that one. You don't need Bloomberg, because you know who owns that. Oh, and the other one
is it that Bloomberg guy?
Yeah, exactly. Who thinks, because he named it as name, right?
Yeah.
And then Market Watch. Actually, Market Watch is pretty good. That is the one that's talking about what's going on overall in the economy, stocks, bonds, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I like Housing Wire because it comes up with articles talking about different things, and so
you heard it here first, folks. Or go to Housing Wire.
Well, I mean, it's just it just quickly you can, for the price, it's not that bad. And you can quickly, or just keep coming here. That's fine too. Because I talked to, it's funny, the lady I was dealing with yesterday, real estate agent, she's like, your client told me, do you know who this? And I was like, I don't know that person. And then I get back to my office and I remember I started watching one or more of your videos I watch every day. And I go, oh my goodness, I did know that person. I do know Ed. Well, not everybody knows how to, what are you going to do?
Well, they know us and they don't know us.
So there's a company, Easy Knock. You ever heard about that?
I'm afraid to say yes.
Why?
There's a knock in there.
No, there's no joke. But it's funny how they make these names.
Yeah.
They're under fire for deceptive sell and leaseback practices in Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
In California, it's really difficult to do a buy and lease back because of the DRE and everything. But in other states, I guess it can. And come to find out, they didn't do exactly as what they stated when they were buying your house for cheap. That you could stay here and rent it, but the price is going to go up really drastically.
Yeah, more than what your mortgage was.
Right, exactly. Well, these people are they have a problem. They need to get out. They need to sell it. Well, maybe just sell it and don't lease back your house. Go buy somewhere else.
Yeah, go buy somewhere else, or just pocket your money somewhere, create something else until you're on better ground.
Or if it's an FHA or VA, talk to them and they can do some type of modification or something. That each one of them have a partial claim. They can do. VA's doing it again right now for the next 6 months.
Right.
Partial claim means that they can actually include up to 12 mortgage payments into that loan again. It attaches to that loan. You don't lose the house, and then when you refinance or sell it, you pay them back.
You bring it.
Yeah,
current.
You pay them.
Yeah.
But it's, you're gonna, again, it's still going to show it some negative lates because you didn't make the payments.
Oh,
yeah.
Darn.
What are you going to do? And as I always say, if you're getting behind, especially for agents, don't pay your credit cards, but pay your mortgage.
Yeah.
Because credit cards matter, but not in the grand scheme of doing things. Your mortgage, you can't have a late in the last 12 months.
Are you saying you can't live in a credit card?
If you make a big house out of them, you could, depending on how many you have.
Yeah, I got 3.
Yeah.
I tried to stay pared down.
Well, this time has been tough for the last year. I'm hoping that this current increase of activity is going to stay.
Yeah. And there has been a little bit of a flurry, hasn't there?
I've actually majorly seen some major changes right now myself.
Whoa. Yeah. That's major.
In the last couple of days.
Majorly seen some major changes.
That's right. Did I say it like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen some changes
that are major.
No, I've seen more activity.
I have.
Some of my other people are, for many different reasons why they're looking to do stuff. And there's a niche that we need to get into that I'll talk about afterwards. And the reason I'm not going to talk about it now is because every agent and loan officer could hear me.
Wait,
2 of them.
Oh, this is a microphone.
That's not E.F. Hutton. There's no E.F. Hutton.
They all lean forward.
E.F. Hutton said,
"What?
You have to be old enough to understand that." So,
yeah.
You got to be like 50 plus.
I am. I'm plus.
50 plus. You can't be 45. You wouldn't understand.
No, you wouldn't get it.
All right, everybody, make it a great day. That's all I have. Tomorrow we'll have what the Fed has stated they're going to do going forward,
and we'll show you the abysmal numbers of listings in Stanislaus County.
And we also have producer price index tomorrow.
Ooh,
so that's another that's another big number to see where we are with inflation. But don't. Eventually, these numbers are going to continue to keep going down.
Yeah.
Just focus on, going back past clients, everybody who hasn't bought. And I think a lot of us forget that current activity in the market is 15% of the buyers, meaning that only 15% of the people you're talking to are going to buy right now.
Right.
The other 85%. Sorry, I had to get
good
my
math.
Yeah, I know. It's a long term. It's 3 to 12 months. Make sure you have them in a tickle file, and because I sent you that, Instagram message from the big dude who's like, I've been contacting these people for over a couple years, and they come back and want to buy a $40 million property
and another $19 million property, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's staying in contact with people before and after the transaction. So
and the number might be smaller. It might be a $500,000 property and a $250,000 property here in Modesto, but
it's just long term. It's
just
a game.
Talk to people.
Sales is not just right now. You can have some of those, but it's overall long term.
Yeah. So. You know what I do when it's just not right now?
What?
Oh, darn.
Is that what you do?
Oh, darn.
All right.
Make it a great day, guys.
Oh, that's my damn line.
Oh, damn it. Make it a great day, people.
Yeah, all right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And if you like what we do here, just go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. I'm Ed Parcaut there, and Mike Kelly Realtor. Is that what it is?
Mike Kelly Realtor.
Okay.
There's no content on there whatsoever.
Well,
I got to get me one of them VAs.
Yeah. Okay. Get
Talk
one.
to you later.
All right. Make it a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.